Alright guys, I know in a previous top 5 video here, I'd mentioned that I'd rather watch the show Amish Mafia instead of making a video about PewDiePie, but I've made some videos about PewDiePie since then, and well, I guess it'd be only fair to tell you what I would rather do in life than watch an episode of Amish Mafia. Let me tell you guys, Amish Mafia is the worst show in the history of television. Like, I've checked. It's official. I don't know what to say about this show. I don't even want you guys to watch it to find out. Like, if you haven't watched it, I don't want you to be like, "Ooh, I should watch it. See, find out if it's that bad." No, it's that bad. Don't watch it. It's a show that tries to portray itself as this actual reality depiction of what Amish life is like, but it is so fake, so contrived, so phony. It's sickening. It is sickening how over the top and fraudulent it is. And I feel ashamed that the Amish community is going to be seen like this. Like, this is like going to be, you know, some kids that don't know anything about Amish people, and all they're going to see is this show. They're going to be like, wow, that's what Amish people are like? Anyway. It sickens me and pains me just even thinking about the show. I don't even know how I didn't just leap off a bridge after watching an episode of the show, because that's how damaging it is to my mental state. Like, I just wanted to end all life, because I was like, man, life cannot get worse than this. That's how bad that show is. Anyway, what would I rather do than watch an episode of Amish Mafia? This isn't even a top 5 list, because all 5 things I have picked out here, they're all equally as bad. So this is no, ranking order. Trust me, these things are that bad. Anyway, number 5. The Philadelphia 76ers are awful. They're an awful basketball team, and I'm a 4-for-4 sports fan here in Philadelphia, and I even watch the Sixers, play basketball, or if you want to call it playing basketball, that's, very loose interpretation of what they're doing. It's quite possibly some of the worst basketball skills that I've seen ever in Philadelphia 76ers history. But there's something a little bit worse that I'd rather do than watch the Philadelphia 76ers play basketball. And that is watch a WNBA game live in person. Like, actually go to a WNBA game. Hold on. I know you guys are like, oh, what are you, sexist archfiend? What are you trying to say? You can tolerate watching men playing basketball, but you can't stand women? Shut up. All I'm saying is the WNBA is such a ridiculously inferior product compared to the NBA. Oh, archfiend, what are you trying to say? That women are inferior to men? Shut up. In this case, the men's version is just leaps and bounds superior to the equal woman's product here. I'd rather go see a WNBA game live. I'd rather go there live, watch a WNBA game, than sit down and watch an episode of Amish Mafia. If you need to be explained how terrible the WNBA is, then I don't know what to tell you. It's awful. I mean, it's bad when soccer in the United States draws bigger crowds than WNBA. Okay, we won't go into that. Anyway, yeah, I'd rather watch a WNBA game. I don't care. It could be the best team. It could be the worst team in the WNBA. And they're all relevant. But anyway, okay, enough borderline sexist talk. Number 4. I'd rather drink, like, get a glass, fill it to the brim, can't even be a shot glass, of one of the most vile, repulsive, misleading named substances on this planet. Get any sort of glass, fill it, put it in my hand, I'll put it in my mouth and drink down club soda. Oh! I'm sorry, just saying it, it caused a gag reflex. Like, club soda. Have you ever tasted what club soda tastes like? It's awful. It's awful. Like, if you put a cup of battery acid in front of me and a cup of club soda, and they'd be like, which one do you choose? the battery acid ought to be drank. I'd chug the battery acid down before you even finish the sentence. That's how bad club soda is. On top of that, why does it have the name soda in the title? Like, what? Does soda taste like this? This vile, repulsive, tasteless shit? There's like no sugar, no salt, no nothing in it. It's awful. My God, at least the battery acid would destroy the taste sensation in my mouth and it wouldn't scar me for life. Like I'd be like, oh, I remember that time I drank club soda, it tasted so bad. Oh. And club soda. What club are they serving this soda at? Because I don't want to be any part of that club. Whew. Anyway. Number 3. I'd rather read, and I have a little on-screen guide here. I'd rather read a copy of The Watchtower. Now, if you don't know what The Watchtower is, this is a publication that, propaganda piece, if you will, that the Jehovah's Witnesses hand out to you if they come knocking at your door. Well, anyway, some J-Hoes were in my neighborhood not too long ago, and they left this shit in my door. When, it's like you hear them, you see them walk up, and then you pretend that you're not even home. But anyways, I'd rather read this than watch an episode of Amish Mafia. Now, let's see what the topic of this is. Does God care about women? So, this should be a good read. Let's go and read some of it right now, okay? Okay. Does God really care about women? Sin began with a woman, and thanks to her, we must all die. Ecclesiasticus 2nd century BCE. You are the devil's gateway. You are the unsealer of that forbidden tree. You are the first deserter of the divine law. You destroyed so easily God's image, man. Tertullian on the apparel of women, 2nd century CE. Folks, I'm not making this up. This is the shit that's actually in this magazine. This is a good magazine! Okay, alright, I'm offending women left and right here today. I'm sorry. I'd rather read that copy of The Watchtower willingly than watch an episode of Amish Mafia. Set that aside for later when I'm taking a shit. Anyway, number 2. I'd rather do long division. That's all there is to it. I mean, I'd rather sit down and just do long division. Like, just put a sheet in front of me with, like, a bunch of long division problems on it. I'd rather do that than watch an episode of Amish Mafia. I don't understand what the point of long division really is. Like, when is that applicable to life? Like, when could knowing what 63 divided by 1,237,652 is relevant to anyone at any point in life? Like, what, like, physics job or something would you have that came into play? Or, like, even in school, like, you could be in, like, geometry and the teacher gives you a question and it's like, here's, like, a trapezoid and it gives you 3 of the dimensions and it asks you to figure out what the 4th dimension is. It's like, I don't know. Who gives a shit? When would this ever be done in real life? It's like, I'm a foreman on a site and one of my guys is, measuring for me. And he goes, here you go, boss. Here's the measurements of that room, but I didn't measure one of the walls because I want you to figure it out. Get the fuck back in there with your tape measure and give me that measurement. That's what happens in the real world. I know some geeks are gonna be like, well, what if it's in an area that you can't measure or something? You have to figure it out. Then trial and error. You keep trying to figure out what it is without figuring out that measurement. Like, hello, trial and error. People ever heard of that? Morons. Anyway, I'd rather do long division. I'm sorry I went off on a math rant there. I hate math. I really do. I'd rather do long division than watch the show Amish Mafia. Number 1. Now this is going to bring up some bad memories for a lot of you guys. Some of you may be young enough that this doesn't apply to you. But this was a scary time years ago when people actually had to do this just as a form of communication. I know it's so archaic to think that people used to do this, but I'd rather handwrite a letter and send it to someone. My God. Do you remember those days, people? Like some of you that are old like me, when people had to handwrite a letter, put it in an envelope, write out someone's address, put your return address, put a stamp on it, walk out to your mailbox, like get up off your couch and walk to your mailbox. I get chills just thinking about that. Like, it's like, thank God for email. Bless the Lord for giving me email. Did he give me email? Is that one of the things? I don't know if it said that in the Bible or not, but I'm pretty sure God did give us email. It's one of the commandments or something. Thou shalt email. Right? Anyway, I'd rather handwrite a letter, physically get up off my couch and send it to someone as a form of communication than watch the show Amish Mafia. So, there we have it. 5 things I'd rather do than watch the most shittiest, most horrible show in the history of television, Amish Mafia. And again, don't try watching the show. Don't you dare try watching this show. It is not worth it, people. I mean, this could be literally like 3rd-degree murder on my part if you guys watch it and then end up, taking your own life. And, I can't be held responsible for that, people. I'm sorry. Just don't watch it. I don't know why it's still airing. I don't know how it lasted past 1 episode, but then again, it's just one of those things in life where I guess one's taste is in the eyes of the beholder, but shit sells every day. I guess that's all I can account it to. I gotta go cry now. Have a great day, guys.